So, am I a doomer? What do you guys think? I mean, I've been in the doomosphere for how long? I couldn't help myself but ask Chat GPT a question, even though AI hallucinations wrecked our YouTube. And I know that it's bad, but I wrote, after watching a video on YouTube by a huge channel on doomers called The Hopeless Philosophy That's Worse Than Nihilism, I got to thinking, am I a doomer? I always say I hate labels, as I have had many of them. All right. So I said, well, if you can't beat them, join them mindset. So I did. And I asked, is Sandy Schoelles of Environmental Coffee House a doomer? Okay, so this is Chat GPT. And you know how they collect things. They collect from everywhere on the internet. They just do it really fast. Where if I was collecting, it would be research and putting together and, all this. That's what people like about this. It's not always right, obviously. Sandy Schoelles, the creator of Environmental Coffee House, is often associated with the doomer community, but it would be more accurate and respectful to say she is a collapse-accepted environmental communicator who focuses on realistic, emotionally grounded responses to ecological and societal decline. So, is she a doomer? Well, in some ways, yes. She openly discusses topics like climate collapse, ecological overshoot, methane feedbacks, and systemic failure. Hallmarks of what many associate with doomerism. She platforms scientists and thinkers like Jim Massa, William Rees, and Antonio Reed, many of whom explore catastrophic and near-term climate risks. Sandy acknowledges that we're past many environmental tipping points, and her channel does not shy away from the hard truths about where we are headed. But she's not just a doomer. Tone matters. She promotes emotional processing, resilience, community, spirituality, and living meaningfully despite collapse, which aligns more with post-doom, Michael Dowd, or collapse acceptance, Karen Perry and Jordan Perry, thinking. She's been involved in supportive conversations, gardening, fostering animals, and connecting with local activism, not nihilism. That's right. I run myself ragged sometimes. I can't do it. Her messaging often stresses staying grounded, informed, and compassionate rather than giving into despair. I really did like this, I have to tell you, because that's how I feel about myself. Her own words reflect this. In her August 2025 update, Sandy said, quote, I feel like a new person. This has been a personal growth journey. I'm not leaving the planet. I'm staying. Well, I just told you the story. So that's not the voice of a nihilist or a fatalist. It's someone who's facing hard truths and choosing to keep going with purpose. So where she probably fits. Okay. Label. Does it fit? Why? Why not? Doomer. She discusses collapse and tipping points, but not in a nihilistic way. Post-doom accepts collapse, but focuses on values, love, grief, and meaning. Climate realist uses science and policy critique to guide her messaging, or she uses. I'm a climate realist, but not one of those right-wing Heartland Institute assholes who hijacked that term. Activist raises awareness and platforms expert voices even while acknowledging limits. Final thought. Sandy Schoelles is collapse aware, not collapse obsessed. She communicates with emotional depth and a clear sense of community, accountability, and moral clarity. If doomer implies paralysis, despair, or hopelessness, then no, she's something much more nuanced. Now, I was really floored. I wrote it. I was a bit floored, to say the least. And I really was, because I actually do feel like this about myself. And I just would not write about myself like that or articulate anything really, self-centered like that. But I did, because of that video. I follow the awesome Karen Perry on the label of doomer, which is doomer equals do more, which God knows I do if there's a God, because my back is telling me I do. Nearly all the people I associate with who call themselves doomers are the most productive I have ever met. Thoughts on Being a Doomer? Also the name of an excellent essay by Professor Elliot Jacobson. So, am I a doomer?